In today's video, I'm going to be cleaning my entire apartment and doing lots of decluttering in between. I actually had full intentions on challenging myself today to get rid of at least 100 things, but to be honest with you, I ended up getting so overwhelmed, but I just rolled with it. Today I'm starting off cleaning my desk. I keep a lot of clutter and stuff in the shelves of my desk, so I figured I would start here because I've been wanting to tackle those shelves in here for a while. So I just took everything out, went through it all, got rid of unnecessary garbage, and cleaned my desk. I took everything off of the top, wiped it all down, and put everything back in its place. The stuff I threw away was mostly garbage, but there was also a little calendar in there that I threw away. I have a hard time throwing away calendars, and I know that's crazy. This one was from like 2022 or 2023, and I know I shouldn't have a problem with things like that, but it just made me so sad throwing it away. But I knew I had to let it go because there's just some things that I cannot hold on to forever, so I got rid of it. I'm actually really glad I cleaned this space up today because this is literally my workspace. This is where I do most of my work, and I sit in this space a lot, so I needed it to be cleaned for sure. After I cleaned the desk, I reorganized everything and I swept and vacuumed underneath the desk as well, and then I just did a quick wiping on the floor with a paper towel and some multi-purpose cleaner because I didn't feel like mopping in that area. I figured it would just be easier and faster to do it by hand. Then I went through the little ottoman that came with our gray couch just to see what I was hoarding in there because sometimes I store stuff in there. Thankfully, there wasn't too much, but I did get rid of a few user manuals and a lint roller that I wasn't the biggest fan of. But I am the queen of user manuals, if y'all didn't know. I honestly think they're so important to keep on hand for so many reasons, but honestly, I have way too many at this point, so some of them just needed to go. It takes a lot out of me to throw away things, so at this point, I was feeling pretty good about myself. And stick around to later in the video to find out how much I actually threw away today, because honestly, I was counting. Anyways, after that, I vacuumed the rug over here and underneath the couch, which I rarely ever do, even though I know I should. And I straightened up the couch, just straightened up the pillows and the blankets, and then I moved on to cleaning the bookshelf. The dear bookshelf has become yet another one of my catch-alls because it's just so easy to set stuff up on there and walk away. But before I know it, it just starts filling up with stuff. So I'm glad I moved things around on there and got it cleaned and wiped off today. Then I picked up the girls' toys off the floor, picked up our shoes, got them out of the way, and got some vacuuming done. I'll also be sweeping and vacuuming behind the couch where the litter boxes are, and doing some mopping and straightening up in the living room. Now I'm going to be doing the sweeping up behind the couch. These little girls make the biggest mess with their litter, so I'm sweeping it all into one pile. Then I'm going to vacuum it up with a vacuum hose and then get some vacuuming done back here in this area and beside the couch. And then I'm going to be mopping in here as well. I'll be mopping behind the couch and in the entryway by the door. I also did some decluttering in my kitchen today. I went through my Tupperware, got rid of a few pieces, and got rid of a few old bottles of cleaner and some other things in my cabinets and in my icebox. Items that were just sitting there too long or expired or I was no longer using or needing. It felt so good getting rid of stuff today. Honestly, I should do this more often, and believe me, there was lots more that I could have gotten rid of. I just didn't want to overdo it today. So after I got rid of some stuff, I wiped off the kitchen counters and cleaned the sink as well. I also reorganized and decluttered my pantry cabinet, but I guess I didn't record myself doing that because I can't find the footage, even though I thought I recorded it. So there's that. Another area I decluttered today was my bathroom. I got rid of a few things in here, but not much. The most I got rid of was these really old fingernail polishes and fingernail filers that were literally falling apart. Thankfully, there wasn't too much to get rid of in my bathroom, even though there's lots of products in there that I'm no longer using, but I was just trying to throw things away today. Usually when I'm done with products or they just no longer work for me, I do like to give them away to family members, so I'll have to do that on another day. Today was literally just me throwing stuff in the garbage. So after I went through my cabinets, I wiped off the bathroom counter and the sink and cleaned the toilet, and then I let the robot vacuum run in here. I was actually going to vacuum, but my vacuum died, so I just let the robot vacuum get to work. I also got rid of my funky old mirror that I had in the shower because I have my new rechargeable light up one that's 100 times better, and my old mirror was literally getting so funky, so she needed to go in the trash. I did a little bit of decluttering in my makeup drawers today and my vanity, but not much, but there was a few things that I felt okay throwing away. Some things were empty, some things were just old. I also cleaned out my purse and got rid of some receipts and scanned them into my Fetch app so I could get some gift card. And I also went through some of my clothes today, bagged them up and put them out of the way. But no, I did not clean my closet today. I did straighten up some stuff in there, but I didn't film it because it was just too much for me. But cleaning my closet would be an all-day deal, and I didn't have the energy for it today. But I did make my bed and I vacuumed the floor, so there's that. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Now for the end result of how much I actually threw away today. Like I said, I was counting. I was actually writing it down the moment I was throwing the stuff away. I threw away a grand total of 53 things, and that does not include actual garbage like paper towels and all that while I was cleaning. I threw away 53 things from my home today, which I thought was pretty good for someone like me. But what do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. Well, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope it motivated you and inspired you to get up and get her done. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.